all used to celebrities getting on their soapbox and ranting and raving about what they think, their beliefs, what should be happening, what shouldn't be happening, what they like, what they dislike, going off on their fans, telling their business, exposing their mates, or whatever you want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? We've been there, done that. But baby, I had to bring to y'all these current celebrity rants that left me speechless. If you're new to this channel, what's good? My name is Keisha, aka ColorMePynk, and you are watching a new Spill the Tea video. Please make sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe to my channel if you have not, and turn on your post notifications so you know when my videos drop. And if you have not joined my Patreon, the link is down below in the description box. Everything over there is ad-free, raw, and uncut. Okay, so join my Patreon. First off, let's get into Uncle Luke Skywalker, okay? Mr. Miami himself, Uncle Luke. He recently took to his Instagram and he had a lot to say about his thoughts on how a woman should keep a man. Let's hear what Uncle Luke has to say.
Why y'all can't get no man? You gotta cook. You gotta be a great cook. You gotta be great at giving it. Your stuff gotta be tight and right. Half of y'all don't know how to douche. Y'all need to go back to the old days. Hey fellas, if you go in the girl in the girl bathroom and in the shower, she don't have that enema bag. I don't have too much fun. If she don't have that bag in there with that vinegar and water in there to make that thing tight and right, these girls don't even, they lost right now. I'm speaking of alien right now. They have no idea about that enema bag where they put that thing in there and they make it tight and right. I said, what? Epsom salt, bring it back. They right here going to get surgery trying to tighten their thing up. Why people don't do that? Why people don't get surgeries to tighten the stuff up?
Child, please. They the main ones.
Why everybody they want to get this surgery, the butt surgery, take a rib out. They going on Ozempic to lose the weight, but ain't nobody trying to tighten up the stuff and have the grip up. Why y'all ain't trying to tighten the stuff up to have the grip up? Why y'all don't know nothing about soaking in some Epsom salt? Why y'all don't know how to put the vinegar on and everything? Y'all don't know nothing about that. These young mamas don't know how to teach these girls this. That's why your stuff all over the place. Your stuff all. What?
Grandpa needs to get somewhere and sit down. Okay. First of all, I'm not listening to nobody with a gap at the top and the bottom of their teeth. Boy, go to bed. Go watch Night Court. Please, sir. Please. What are you doing? Because you don't even make sense. First of all, we all know that douching is not good for you at this point. We all know that douching does not keep you tight and right. Okay? I ain't never heard about sitting in Epsom salt for your cootie cat. I've always heard taking a bath in Epsom salt for body aches. Okay? What? Super Scent got into the comment section and she said he giving this slave advice. You don't have to put ish inside your cat. It naturally bounces back on its own. When will men stop giving us advice about ish they don't have? When will they understand that they mess up our pH balance more than any food or clothing? You uncircumcised Negroes still don't know how to pull that thick skin back and clean properly. You better tell them, ma'am. Okay? All right. Boy, please. Because you sound like a boy. For you to be this grown 50-something-year-old man, and you getting on the internet trying to tell somebody about keeping their cootie cat tight, and you think that's the way to keep a man by having a tight vagina. If that's the case, everybody will have a man. Majority of women in general will have a man if that's all it takes. No, that's all it takes for nincompoops like you. And then talking some white women don't do that. White women are the main one who go and get their cootie cats tightened up. They were probably the first ones that went and did it. What are you talking about? You need to be worried about being a deadbeat daddy. We ain't forgot growing up hip hop. I ain't forgot, at least. Have you worked on your relationship with your daughter? Have you stopped trying to blame her and her mama for everything? While you getting up here worried about women's vaginas? You too old for this mess. You are way too old for this nonsense and foolishness. Somebody said, put some vinegar on that bottom gap and see will it tighten up. Woo! Woo! Jesus. Wow, that was good. That was a good one. That was a good one, child. Like, Luke, please go have several. Please go make a new album, okay? A reality show. Wasn't you coaching football? Like, do that instead of worrying about young girls and they cootie cats, okay? Because it sounded like you the main one out here still having with young girls. And if that's the case, that's disgusting. How about teach a class on men about how to keep a woman? How about teach these young men how to approach a woman, treat a woman, court a woman, be faithful to a woman, take care of a woman, not only financially, but spiritually and emotionally and physically. How about you get on the internet and talk about something with some substance instead of some cootie cat? Idiot. Anywho, the next rant is Monique. We ain't talked about her in the last few months, but she is back. After that whole fiasco with her and her son and all of that mess, and, with her interview with Shannon Sharp that got us back, feeling her for a minute, she had to turn around and make us remember why we wasn't checking for her. She's still doing her comedy tours and shows, and she still is calling out Tyler Perry and Oprah. Like, child, when is it gonna stop? Because they're never gonna respond to you. They're never gonna do it. But let's see what she had to say, child. You Oprah Winfrey? I'm confused. Do you hate her? Do you love her? You're telling people to say F her and Tyler Perry, but then you say you love her down. Like, what is going on? What's happening here? Like, it's too much at this point. Like, I side with her still to this day on her grievances when it comes to Tyler and Oprah. But like, girl, it's been how many years now? How many years? They're never going to apologize. They're never going to see you. They're never going to acknowledge you. And when you're doing acts like this, where you're telling people to say F them and all of this stuff, you think I'm going to reach out to you? If I'm Tyler Perry and Oprah, I'm really not going to give a fuck. Because their lives are still going. They're still thriving. They're still wheeling and dealing, and you still stuck back in 2010 or whenever else Precious came out. You're still there. You're still stuck. And you're wondering why you have not progressed in life, because you need to forgive and forget at this point and keep it pushing, because at this point you're holding yourself back. You're blocking your own blessings. I've had people to F me over in my career. I'm not sitting and dwelling over that and ranting and raving and getting online and telling people, to F them, don't work with these people. You'll find out on your own. You will find out. And that's why I've been blessed, because I don't sit and mess and stew in it. Somebody in the comment section wrote, you can speak up for yourself, but don't make complaining your entire brand. And that's literally what Monique has become synonymous with as of lately. It's not her stand up. It's not her being funny. It's not her acting, her weight loss, her relationship with daddy. It's the complaining that has become her brand. So it's like when we see a headline about Monique, it's literally always, oh Lord, what now? Here she go again. What she done said. It's never anything positive anymore. And that's what she needs to realize. Somebody else said, even if she is valid, never allow anyone that much power over you. Once upon a time, Monique was one of the funniest comedians, male or female. This isn't funny. And I agree. I used to live to see a Monique comedy special. Okay? The lady was funny AF, but now it's literally all rants and raves. Even the Netflix special that she had that came out, was it last year before last? It was cool, but it wasn't Monique. It was literally a sermon. It wasn't a comedy show, I need for her to let it go at this point. Let it go. Because this ain't helping you at all, sis. It's not helping anything. It's not. And it's becoming sad, and it's becoming pathetic. And you're ruining your legacy. You really are. Lastly, Chris Breezy, he been, hitting the rounds here lately, doing interviews and, creating diss records. But he recently sat down with the R&B Money podcast, which is Tank's, my favorite male singer of all time, and his podcast partner and business partner, Jay Valentine's podcast. And if you have not watched the interview, you can watch it on YouTube on the R&B Money Podcast YouTube channel, or you can listen to it on your phone, wherever you listen to podcasts. So Chris sat down, and they have this segment during the end of the show where they ask the whatever celebrity they have that week to tell them about a story, a crazy story about somebody, but they cannot name who that person is. And Chris gave this epic story about going out with an artist who went on a long rant at a club. Let's take a look.
Now you are at a very important part of the show.
Yeah.
It's called I Ain't Saying No Names.
Yeah.
Where you tell us a story, funny or up, or funny and up.
Mm-hmm.
The only rule to the game
the rules
is you can't say no names.
Say no names. All right, cool. Well, I ain't saying no names.
Yeah, come on.
But
Yeah,
so there was this artist,
yeah.
and this artist wanted to go out to the club with us. So huge artist. So I'm like, all right, cool. Meet me at my crib. We're gonna go to the club. It's night. It's turn up night. you know, it's gonna be another artist in there performing, and that artist song was the #1 song in the country. I'm talking about going crazy.
Yeah.
We get in the club. I make sure we got the whole section full of women. So the person in there, he looking around. The song come on. The other artist is on stage. Start singing a song. The whole building erupts. I'm talking about it erupts. Like everybody, girls in our section, they going crazy. I look over to this person.
You ain't feeling it. Yeah.
I'm talking about not a smirk, not a head nod, nothing. I turn back to look at the artist. By the next time I turn back to look at the person in my section, they gone. I don't see them. I'm like, what is went? I look up. It's on the DJ booth, right next to the artist that's doing the song, and he just like this. When the song goes off, the takes the mic. Takes the mic. So I'm thinking this artist is about to do some songs. I'm like, okay,
yeah.
He got the itch. Like, man, you know, some artists can't take it. You know, they self-centered though. They, you know, they got to
get some of that.
They got main character syndrome. Like, I'm not one of those. I know how to be like, oh, this lit here.
Yeah.
But I can read it all over this person's face. Get the mic. I'm thinking he about to do his songs or do some shit. I'm like, oh, this shit been crazy.
He's about to go crazy in there, yeah.
Then goes on a 45-minute rant. I'm talking about talking. I'm talking about saying all of everything that about nothing. It's like it's so disappointing. Like when I was in there, I started looking around, and then from the club being everybody turning up, maybe we holler at some girls, what's up? It went from that to looking like the waiting room in hell. That's what I felt like it was. Like, like everybody turned into psychopath people. And he was not saying, you know what I'm saying? The topic of what his rant was about was like, what the put the music back on. Like that's how I felt. Yeah. So in that club, there's a secret area. There's like a resting area you can go down at the club. So I said, I know how to be like, oh, this lit here. I told one of the homies, I don't want to sit up here and hear this all night. So I'm going downstairs. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna go smoke this blunt downstairs. Whatever we doing, boom, boom. And this gonna stop talking sooner or later. So you know, I'm gonna go back up there afterwards. Yeah. I'm down that motherfucker for about 20 to 30 minutes, and all you still hear is over this last speaker.
It took over the club.
This is how it ended for me, anyway. So I get up back into the section. Half of the girls is gone. Most of the fine girl, they I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on? The last thing I hear, such and such ain't stick they finger in my booty. I don't even play that way. I said, yeah, I'm out this motherfucker. Look, and I looked to our mutual friend that was there. I told one of the homies, I can't. You gotta be a nigga. Stop letting this be like this. Your ass need to be able to tell your friends, stop being a yes man. You need to be like, look, this ain't it. You don't say this type of shit. And I left the club. I ain't answer no phone calls. I'm going home. I ain't gonna say no names. You gotta be a nigga.
Now, I'm pretty sure you guys can deduce who he's talking about. But if you were not sure, people, of course, put 2 and 2 together and found the footage. Let's take a look.
I ain't gonna say no.
Make up stories. And my wife got Amber about to make a pilot. Everything never stick a fingers in my. I don't play like that. Make up stories. And my wife got Amber about to make a pilot. Everything never stick a fingers in my. I don't play like that.
Child, y'all remember that beef? Y'all remember that beef when Amber had to take out that AK on him real quick? Her and Wiz Khalifa, they might have been divorced, but we not about to play them games today. She went in on Chloe and Kanye that day. It was so bad that Kim and Chris had to call a meeting. Ceasefire, baby. Child, Kanye is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. cuckoo. Couldn't let whoever the artist was get they shine on, child. Just had to make the moment about themselves. So this was what, like 2014 or something like that? 2013, 14, around that time. Wow, that's crazy. Let me tell you something. Chris Brown is so fine. Oh my word. I see why Rihanna took him back. That is a gorgeous young man. Let me tell you something. But is it just me? Because we all know Chris Brown can dance. You know the old adage, if you can dance, you can But I just can't see him like turn it up in the bedroom for some reason. Even though he could dance his butt off. I don't know. He just seemed like he's so fine that he'll want you to do all the work. I don't know. But that is a gorgeous young thing now. He's a tenderoni. He's a sweet little boy. Yes, he can get it, honey. And he's like, he getting better with time. I want Chris to start back acting though. I need him to get back in his acting bag. But y'all let me know what y'all think about all of these crazy celebrity rants, child, because these people are not going to worry me. I'm not participating, okay? Let's talk about all of this down below in the comment section, you guys. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.